The piece of shit that raised me said, "This candle is broken." I looked at the candle, I looked back at her, I realized she was done talking, so I turned around and walked away. And she said, "Hey, come back here, I'm talking to you." So I looked at her, and she said, "This candle is broken." So I looked at the candle, looked back at her, realized she was done talking, and I turned around and walked away. And she said, "Come back here, I'm still talking to you, I'm asking you about this candle." And I said, "No, you're not, you made a statement." And she said, "Did you break this candle?" And I said, "Yes." And she said, "How?" And I said, "I was throwing the TV guide around the room and I hit it and it fell off." I said, "I put it back together as best I could." And she said, "Why didn't you just say that from the beginning?" And I said, "Because you didn't ask me anything." She said, "Well, you knew what I was doing. You should have just told me that you broke it." And I said, "If you want answers, ask questions." This was like 40 years ago, and I still believe that today.